Hey, it's Gretchen. Thanks for joining me for a short guided meditation to find some calm. First, begin finding a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Take a moment wherever you are to allow yourself to settle in and just notice. Are there any adjustments that you can make to the body that would make you more comfortable? Is there any way you could move that would allow you to be still more easily for the next few minutes? Take a few moments to just make any of those adjustments, and then begin to close the eyes or find a soft gaze. Start to draw your attention to your breath, at first without changing anything about it, just noticing. Are you breathing in through the nose or the mouth? Where does the breath move after it enters the body? You might notice where the breath exits the body. And then after your next exhalation, take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go. We're going to take a few more breaths just like that, so you can make that exhale really loud and long if you want a long sigh of it out. Maybe it feels better to just quickly exhale that or make it a little softer. Take a few breaths like that in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then after your next breath, allow the lips to seal. Allow the breath to travel in through the nose and out through the nose, as long as that's comfortable for you. Begin to bring your attention and your awareness now into your body, beginning with the toes. You might wiggle the toes. If you're wearing socks, wiggling them inside the socks. If you're not, maybe you spread those toes really wide and feel a little bit of air move between the toes. And then let the toes settle, let them be still. Draw your attention to the ball of the foot. Relax all the muscles across the bottom of the ball of the foot and then across the top of the foot. Relax the arch of the foot, the heel. Let your attention travel up to the ankles. Allow that entire ankle joint on each side to relax. Let the attention travel up the lower half of the legs to the knees. Relax around the knees. Find your awareness traveling from the knees up the legs all the way to the hips, relaxing the muscles of the upper legs as you go. Relax the muscles of the hips, of the glutes. Notice if you're holding on to anything here. Maybe you use an exhale to let it go. And if you want to come back at any time to that sigh or deep exhale out of the mouth for a moment, just to let something go, feel free to invite that breath back in and then shift the breath back in and out the nose. From the hips, allow your awareness to travel up from the pelvic floor to the abdomen. You might notice here, as your attention moves up, that you feel the belly rise or expand as you take a breath in and contract as you exhale. Take your attention up to the chest. Let it feel broad here as the breath opens up. Let the shoulder blades relax. Take your attention from the shoulders out into the arms, beginning with the upper arms, letting the muscles of the biceps and the triceps relax. Take attention to the elbows, down the forearms, to the wrists, and then from the wrists out to the fingers. If it feels good again here, you could stretch the fingers out wide, make a fist, stretch the fingers out wide, and make a fist a few times. You could even roll the wrists if that feels nice. And then if you found some movement there, start to let it go and come back to stillness. Let attention travel back up from the fingers to the wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, to the shoulders. Bring your attention to the neck, relaxing the front of the neck, right side, back of the neck, left side. Relax the muscles of the jaw. Notice if you're clenching here, and just let go. Bring a little space between the teeth as you keep the lips sealed. Relax the temples, around the ears, the forehead, the back of the head. Draw your attention up to the very top of your head, the crown of your head. Feel completely relaxed all the way from the tips of your toes to the crown of the head. Check back in on the breath. If it's become a little shallow, just see if you can deepen that here. Inhaling and exhaling, nice and easy. And then start to think about the breath traveling all the way down the spine, up and down the spine, traveling out of that pelvic floor area, your tailbone, perhaps. Imagine that space of the body, the root of your breath, as an anchor. holding you in place to your seat, to your mat, wherever it is that you physically are. And then start to play with a visualization here where you imagine yourself sitting in a boat. That breath here is your anchor. Traveling out of the bottom of the boat all the way to the bottom of the seafloor. As any thoughts come into your head, imagine them like the waves rocking your boat from side to side. As those thoughts come, you allow them to come, allow them to rock your boat gently side to side. But you don't let any thought take you away. You're anchored here in this spot by your breath. Allow the thoughts that come up in your mind to continue coming, gently letting the boat rock to one side, rock to the other side, and then passing on by. You are here grounded, anchored by your breath. Eventually, you begin to find that the thoughts continue coming, but they begin to be a little bit more spread out. The waves of those thoughts become a little more gentle, floating under your boat. The water becomes calmer and calmer and calmer until it is completely still. Know that it is normal for thoughts to continue to arise. When they do, allow them to just rock under your boat. Allow your attention to come back to your breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth at the top and let it go. Start to bring some quiet movements back into the body. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Start to flutter the eyes open. Notice how you feel and come back to this meditation anytime you want to anchor yourself back in your breath and feel a little sense of calm.